What is going on, baby? This is Dave coming at you from Food Source Nutrition. Got a little Transformation Tuesday for you up in this piece. Got a little Motivation Monday yesterday. Got a little Transformation Tuesday today. Who knew? But I digress. I'm going to start doing daily videos because I know how much you love them so much. Bringing it back old school. So Transformation Tuesday. Why is it so important? Why do we need to transform our lives and be cognizant of that on a daily basis? Now we can essentially transform ourselves for the better or for the worse. And that's a choice we make on a daily basis every minute of every day. Now if we do things that are going to debase ourselves and essentially, which is sin, our conscience is telling us that these things are going to lead us down a rough path. Or we can do things and surround ourselves and transform our mind to something that is better than that. And essentially that's going to attract better things in our lives. And we're going to transform our mind to transform ourselves and transform our reality as we know it. And why is that so important? Because our brain acts as a projector of our mind and of our conscious. Our consciousness is our self, our true self. Our brain is just what we perceive with our senses. So essentially, what we see in our brain, all of those chemicals and all of that reality through the senses that we perceive, that's our mind. That's what an instrument that our mind is using to perceive the world around us. So, number one, we really have to work on our self-talk in order to transform in a positive manner. So our self-talk, we have those conversations in our own mind. Yeah, you're not crazy, because everyone does it. And if you don't have that little voice that you talk to yourself in your mind, then you probably got a problem and you might be a psychopath. So we really have to factor in that. If we're constantly telling ourselves that we're not worthy, we're not good enough, we're going to fail, then that's what's going to happen in our lives. If we are constantly telling ourselves that we're going to succeed, we got this, good things are going to happen to me, I know it. Now, it's not just wishful thinking. It rewires your brain, the instrument, to start functioning in a more positive manner, in a more prosperous manner for your mind and your consciousness, your soul. We just feel like there's something missing in our lives. And it really comes down to, are we transforming in a positive or negative way? What are we filling our lives with? Are we filling it with materialism? Are we filling with lust for power? Are we filling it with envy and jealousy of other people? Or are we filling it with selflessness? Are we filling it with love? Are we filling it with proactive measures that are going to help people? Transformation as well. What are we doing with our body? Are we transforming our body in a positive way? It's mind, body, and spirit. We have to transform in all three of these factors. So in our mind, what are we surrounding ourselves with? Like I was saying before, how do we transform our mind in order that will project positive things in our life? Like I said, what are we surrounding ourselves with? Are we stressed out? Are these things that are bringing us down, are they causing us detrimental things to happen to our mind? And that is really going to revolve around everything that we're surrounding ourselves with. And the next is spirit, perhaps the most important. Do we understand that there is something larger than ourselves? And that morality and that consciousness will take care of that, and learning that there is a bigger purpose for us. If we believe that we just are here to just eat, sleep, have sex, and die, then, what's the purpose? And we have to understand that these manifestations are coming from a higher being. We have to do something that's out of our comfort zone every day. 90% of our actions of every day are monotonous, things that we do every day over and over and over again. It's like a broken record. We just keep doing and thinking the same self-talk and the same things over and over again every single day. Number two, we have to dream ourselves into a reality of our choosing. Now that just doesn't mean that we go out there and wishful think and don't put the work in that we need to do, but we have to rewire our brains to put ourselves in those positions, to feel the emotions of success, to feel the feeling of a job well done, of an accomplishment that we've set out to do, to following through on that and seeing the fruits of our labors. We have to tell ourselves and really just almost fake it till you make it to rewire our brain into these situations. Now, this is also the power of perspective, because some things that happen to us seem really, really bad at the time. They seem like you can never recover from it. But when you look back on it, and if you actually use it as a learning experience, as a teaching tool for yourself, then you can use those situations to really supercharge your life and really take you to levels and ascend to another level that you really couldn't get if you just kept succeeding in everything in life. Like I said, some of the best things that happen to us seem like the worst at first, but they wound up being the most fortunate things that happen to us in the long run. We really have to be aware of that. So, really, I just want to leave it there at this point. I want to keep this nice and short and sweet. But we have to be aware that the transformation is necessary in every moment of every day. And if we are aware of that, and if we do use that to our advantage, and keep that positive. No, it's not going to be sunshine and rainbows and unicorns' buttholes all the time. But we got to keep moving forward in a positive manner. Otherwise, we're going to devolve, and sin is insidious. That negative, you want to call it sin, you want to call it whatever else it is, but it is negative energy. It is base level negative energy, and it will bring you down into very bad things that will happen to you. Pride, arrogance, selfishness, hatred, anger, all that stuff. And nothing good comes from it in the end. So if people attack you, you turn the other cheek, and you move on with your life in a positive manner, and you transform for the better. So I'm going to leave it there. Transformation Tuesday. Stay tuned for more. Go to www.foodsourcenutrition.com for more articles on strength training, fitness, nutrition, motivation, some cooking videos, and some recipes and whatnot. We having a good time. We keeping it fresh. I'll leave it there. Peace out and God bless. Hoosh!